Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
Well, we don't need a fucking speed reading test to figure that one out.
It seems that's what you're proposing, is a speed reading test to see who is more intelligent.
Do you know what the funny thing about Brendan is? He's mad to get us into competition with each other.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice that?
Did.
And I don't know if it's that he's trying to break us up so that he can worm his way in.
Oh, that's exactly what he's trying to do.
You know, he wants us to white collar box. What? And I said, right? And I said, Brendan, that sounds great and all, but like, what are we going to do with Ray's funeral? Like, you know what I mean?
The funny thing is, there's been so much that's been said, oh, we'll do that.
Yeah.
And we didn't. What about the time your arse was going to be waxed?
I was supposed to wax my cheeks.
Yeah.
Waxmycheeks.com is a local company here in Sligo. What's the name of the company, Brendan?
They get right in there.
The hair and beauty quarter. I tell you what, a quarter isn't enough, man. They want to get more of that.
So Brendan anyway wants to. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. Welcome to 146.
Oh yeah, any news? No, witchy. Okay, perfect.
Right,
go on, yeah.
Great, they're very quiet today.
Yeah, they're quiet now today. Any crack with everyone there? No. Okay, sounds good. We'll keep going.
Thanks,
so.
we'll say a few words.
Go on.
Yeah, Brendan wants us to do a speed reading test. Now, we figured it out. So what happens is we have it on the phones here.
Okay,
and
open it up.
We have to press start on the thing. Don't read it yet now.
Yeah, but where's the start button?
It's just under speed reading test. Scroll down a bit there.
Yeah, but you gave out to me then when you said, hey, whoa,
it's easy to know who'll win this one.
Wait now a second. I can't even find the start button. There's a button that says stop. Have I started already?
No. So what we're doing is basically we're going to give this a go, but there's going to be a cut then, because apparently there's questions on it after. So we have to read it. It's going to time us reading it.
Okay.
And then afterwards, then it's going to ask us questions.
Oh, so the whole idea is you can't just say you read it, like.
Yeah, you're going to have to read through
I read it in 11 seconds. You know what I mean? And then they go, okay, just tell us what the first line is, and you run out of the room.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going to try it.
Okay.
And there'll be a cut, as I said, and then we'll come back. So are you ready?
Yeah.
No, you haven't pressed start yet now,
No, you have not.
Because if you have, this is taking up your time.
Did you press start?
No, I haven't. That'd be silly.
Okay, you press start there. I'll definitely press it as well.
Here we go. Okay.
I pressed it. Did you press it?
I pressed it.
Shut up then and read.
Right, okay. Right, I've stopped. Oh, it tells me at the bottom.
This is not telling me that I read 347 words a minute.
You read faster than me.
Yeah, but let's find out if I do read, because we have to answer. Ray, at one stage during that, it said something about a Sprinter, and all I could think about was a Mercedes van Sprinter, and I was going, jeez, I missed being on the road. And then I realised, I have to read.
At one point, it said something about video cassettes, and I was going, how old is this yoke?
Did it say something?
Right, we have to click on comprehension test.
Where's
320. He was 347.
347.
Right.
Okay. Where do I click on for comprehension test?
Yeah.
And do we get the same questions? Yeah.
This is shite podcast.
Compared to average reader, the accomplished reader reads with.
Would you stop? Because I'm reading as slow as you now.
I got 5 out of 11.
I got 7.
For fuck. But that's now. Can I just tell you the truth though? At the same time.
Yeah, tell me the truth.
Question 1 did not click what I wanted it to click.
All right.
So wait now. Wait. I read faster than you, but I didn't actually read it.
No.
And you read slower and did a little bit better.
Yeah.
So who's smarter then?
Me.
No. Hang on now. Hang on a second, because I read 347 words a minute.
That was the time. It calculated the time from when you started to when you finished.
Yeah.
But that's not worth the shite if you're not going to be able to answer the questions.
Yeah, but you only answered 2 more questions than I did.
You must have skipped whole paragraphs.
I didn't skip. I got distracted by a Sprinter. But can I just say, that means we're level, surely.
We'll call it a draw, will we?
Yeah, it has to be a draw, which means we have to bare belly box or whatever the hell it's called.
There was an actual forfeit.
Because we don't know now who's better or worse.
So we're doing bare belly boxing.
So let's go back to the bare belly boxing or whatever white collar boxing, blue collar wrestling. Let's go back to that, okay?
Right.
Okay, blue panty wrestling. Brendan, thanks so much.
Thanks for that.
For letting us know that we're absolutely equal.
Well,
also there was 5 points between us at Leave It Cert as well. Isn't that mad?
We are quite equal.
Do you think that we do have? Okay, no, hang on a sec. I want you to be honest with me, but don't if it hurts.
Hurtful,
if it hurts deep. Do you think I'm stupid?
No.
Oh, do you not?
No.
I was really worried for a second there.
No,
because sometimes, I don't think I'm stupid.
You're street smart. You grew up in the town.
No, that means stupid, you see.
No, it's not. You're insulting people from the town now. And that's something only a townie can do.
No, street smart means stupid, like.
No, it doesn't.
Your man, she's street smart, like.
You wouldn't know that, but street smart.
Tell me how the Fidelma get on and leave and start. Go and do a PLC. So
there's nothing wrong with PLC.
No, I'm only saying. I know this.
PLC.
Did you? And what?
I did sound engineering.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, of course there's nothing wrong with that. I was just making a joke that's going to get me in trouble. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's all right. That's where you're going with that.
So you don't like? Do you think that stuff I do in my day-to-day life? Would you go? Gee, that's awful stupid. Like that thing that he's after doing. Ever.
Well, that's spending 6 hours in the PlayStation.
Because it's not a.
That's stupid.
No, because it's not often that I think about that too much, if I'm being honest. So maybe that was a good time to open up on it.
Yeah,
I'd rarely. We had this conversation with someone recently enough that, like, even when it comes to being a musician, like, I'd rarely worry about people being way better than me.
But no one thinks.
I don't really care. Yeah, like, I don't really care that everyone's probably better than I am.
That's not smartness, though. That's your ego.
Is that an ego?
I think that's the ego. I think you don't have any. You don't be chasing people. You know, you don't be looking at the people going, I need to be better than him or her.
But what I'm saying is that I'd be the same then, like, as in I don't really think about, geez, I wonder am I smart or that though. So
would you think you're smart?
I don't know, like, I'm not overly smart.
Well, you got 395 in the leaving cert. That's nearly 2/3.
That was quick math, Ray.
Yeah, thank you.
Jeez, you are smart.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I mean, and my mother would say I didn't apply myself. She said, he could have been a doctor or whatever.
In fairness, the stuff that they used to teach us in school, it continued into my adult life. Because in getting into the civil service, you had to go back to your old maths books from junior cert.
Did you?
Yeah.
Don't you have to go back to Sugru as well?
When I got into the Department of Government, it was an aptitude test.
Right.
And I happened to be living in England at the time. My mother sent me over junior cert maths books to help me prepare for the aptitude test.
Trigonometry in the boys?
No, just percentages.
Just a load of percentages.
Loads
okay. How much percentage can you take from the local taxpayer?
If you want to find out what the percentage of something, if you want to find out what 80% of the 100, it's 100 multiplied by 0.8.
Yeah, somewhere near the 70s,
exactly.
I would think.
It's unreal magic.
Okay, so 80% of 100 is what?
80.
73. Oh yeah, 80. Okay, sorry. So, and
that says a lot about your character.
I was only thinking that too. I think civil servants are smart. Like, I just want to say that, like, because, like, when I was disenfranchised in myself, right?
Yeah.
Without vocation at one stage, when I left a band called Lick My Stereo,
big band.
I thought I'm going to become a civil servant. A lot harder than you think.
You were up in the pensions office, weren't you?
I went to the pensions office for 3 months as what they call a TCO, Raymond, which is a temporary clerical officer, and a lot more temporary than I would have first imagined. Because me old one always said to me, and she is a civil servant for the HSE, she always said, all you do is get the foot in the door.
Yeah.
I say, I had the foot in the door and they were already telling me, don't take off the shoes.
Do you know that
you won't be fucking staying.
I only found this out lately now, and people might not know this. Especially those from not around Ireland. Because they would be probably new to the temporary clerical officer grade.
Yeah, okay.
But apparently, if you get a job as a temporary clerical officer, and you can manage to hopscotch your way through 4 years of consecutive temporary clerical officer contracts, they're obliged to make you full-time.
What? Ray, that is a life hack.
Isn't it?
Shut up.
Yeah, but it has to be consecutive. You can never stop. So you have
so you can't do it summer by summer.
No.
I thought that. See, I am stupid, like. I am stupid.
Apparently, and I could be wrong in this, but a gentleman has told me that is his intention. He is, I think, 8 months off the 4-year goal. And all he's done is basically contract after contract. So when he'd be in one contract, he would be doing a competition for the next one.
Okay.
And then...
But that's how hard it is to get into the civil servancy.
Well, no, you can also just do an interview. Or like
yeah, but how do you do that, though? Like, who
you
do
apply.
but sorry. Yeah, but like... So do I just go, excuse me, I would like an interview, please?
No. To whom it may concern. My name is Mark. And
I am free at Tuesday at 10 o'clock. I think I will have my interview then, please.
I would like to be met by 3 nice people who won't ask me tricky questions.
Yeah, because like I've been in those civil servant interviews, like, because I had to do it for the TCO. Like, it's kind of like the X Factor for people with no money. So when you...
God, that's unreal.
So when you go...
People with no talent. So if you can't sing or dance, go for the civil service.
Have you a talent? No? Why don't you join the civil service?
It's a pity they don't have the 2 things set up in RDS on the same
imagine.
day.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you
do
here
you
for
want
X
to be a
Factor
civil servant?
or do you want to be a civil servant?
Welcome everybody to Do You Want to Be a Civil Servant?
Here we have Mark.
And Ray Darcy's hosting
He's 30 years of age and he's from Sligo.
And I come out with my sob story.
Yeah.
So the boys,
no. You don't come out with a sob story. Huh. You come out and you get thrown questions. What's 80% of 73?
105. 105.
Yeah.
No. But when I went for the TCO, right? Yeah. So first of all, you fill out. This is 2012, I think, when I did this.
Yeah.
So you fill out this online application, right? Yeah. And that's where they figure out if you're stupid or not, right? So what they do is you fill out this thing along with another 8,000 people who were trying to get the same job. Mm-hmm. Honestly, and that's not an over-exaggeration. No, it's not one job. There's probably 300. Anyway, so you go with the other 8,000 people, and then they put you on one of those diagrams where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A diagram where all the people at the top, they're obviously the smartest, and all the people down the bottom. I made it just about into that. I was halfway up the hill kind of thing. Yeah. So I got an interview, which is where I shine now. Because that's where they look for the personality.
Yeah, and you have that.
I put on the suit.
Yeah.
I went in.
Did you wear a full dicky dirt?
I wore, Jesus Christ, Rab, tick of shit. I wore the dicky. Yeah. Man, I wore the tennis.
Yeah.
Right? I wore the ones and twos. If anyone can decipher what that all is there, right? Yeah. Okay. So, and I rocked in and I said, how are you caping, right? And there was 3 middle-aged women.
Oh, you got 3 women?
I got 3 middle-aged women in front of me.
You were flying it.
I was absolutely...
You were well qualified in that you'd grown up with one.
Flying it, so I was.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but there we go.
Yeah, you'd experienced this.
Well, I know loads of them.
Yeah.
I know loads of them. Yeah. Right? So, and I went in and there was 3. I said, how are you caping?
Yeah.
How are things, lovely?
Charmed them.
Huh? How are you going? You civil servants.
Do you get any of their Instagrams, no?
This is before Instagram was even popping big sexy. Nice. But anyway, I ended up getting it then. I went up to the pensions office, right? And have you seen the pensions office in Sligo?
Yeah.
Gorgeous building, right? It is. Yeah, there's another little annex out the back, Ray. That building. The old pensions office. Yeah. I walked in through the beautiful doors of the new one and said, this is smashing. And they said,
no, you're at the back.
Like the Irish in the Titanic, out the back there. And I was working on contributory pensions.
Lovely.
And estates.
Lovely.
For 3 months, right? And my superior, when I was finishing, said, I don't know. I mean, when I think back, I'd love to maybe hit her. But
big shout out to Breed up there, the pensions office.
She said to me, Mark, I'm going to put in a good word for you because I think you'd be really valuable around here. Yeah. Right? And I said, well, check out these fucking pythons, Breed. Of course I'd be valuable the size of me. Yeah. And I thought, this is it. I rang mother and I said, ma'am, you don't have to worry about me anymore.
Breed is putting in a good word.
I'm not going to be a musician, ma'am. Don't worry. I haven't failed yet. Breed is putting in a good word. Yeah. I'd say I'll be back in next Friday. Right? And I got no, that was 10 years ago.
There's no word.
I'm still waiting to hear it. Because nothing has opened up. But you know what the most annoying part of being a TCO is, right? Yeah. Is when you're sitting next to someone from Ballymote, right? And they take their shoes off every day. What? Right? And they're also a farmer.
Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be COVID. COVID was nothing back then, man. The smell. The smell, man. We should have been wearing masks.
Why didn't you just tell him put your shoes back on?
Because Because
you were a temporary clerical officer and he was a clerical officer, was he?
He had full-time feet. Oh. So I only had part-time status to take off my shoes.
You had temporary feet.
Yeah. Do you know how bad? Oh my God. Okay, I'm never going to get a job in civil service after I say this. I got so bored.
Oh, no.
I got so bored.
Yeah.
Right? Dealing with estates. Right, that I started trying to learn German on my computer.
Get away.
And I used to keep the cursor of the keyboard, you know the cursor, the pointy?
Yeah.
Over the close the page thing for when people had come around. And I close it off and I'd be back in the estates page on the York. Well, sorry, just doing redefining estates here. Sorry, but then I was trying to learn German for 3 months.
The worst thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, I didn't learn German or how to do pensions. Sorry, go on anyway.
The worst thing that ever happened to me. I had the misfortune at some point of someone sending me, and you know Microsoft Excel.
Oh yeah,
there's a computer game that someone managed to build into Microsoft Excel.
No shaggy.
A shoot 'em up job.
What?
Where it's zombies coming across and you can shoot them.
No.
And this was sent to me, and I must have lost 3-4 years in revenue.
You're still a civil servant. You can't be saying that.
Yeah. Oh, that was money is an hour I'd while away shooting the zombies, trying to beat my own high score. The worst thing is when I did leave revenue, then I couldn't take it with me because they wouldn't let me send it because it's now a banned attachment.
Jesus, I wonder can you still get that next time? You know, you could just put a PlayStation in. Like, I don't know why.
How could you bring a PlayStation to civil service?
I was learning German inside the fucking thing.
Right.
I just wanted to go up and be wall and everything. I was called it the Fourth Reich. Sorry, go on anyway.
Will we talk about our cocktails this
week?
We
better talk about the cocktails. This one is crystal clear, man.
It's beautiful
and
looking.
I don't know what kind of fruit and alcohol it is, but I know the Blind Tiger always look after us. I'm going to take a sucky out of it.
Tell me what you think of it.
Oh, it's sparkly. What in the name of all this good and howly is in that?
It's nice, isn't it? Mine was lovely.
What is that?
I don't know.
Your one is lovely, is it?
Yeah. Is yours not nice?
I'm just saying, I don't know what this is.
Is that code for is not nice?
Is that stupid elderflower shit that people will be sucking out
There
of?
might be some elderflower, and I don't know. There was no names in this week.
There's a taste in that, Ray, that I have never once experienced in my whole life.
What would you say? What are the ingredients, you think?
I think the ingredients is baked turf
No, the real ingredients.
and sparkling water.
No, come on now.
I think there has to be some kind of a gin in it.
Right.
And do you know why?
Do you know why? Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything else that it could taste like. I think it's elderflower. I think
So
this
it's an elderflower and gin job.
only from seeing young ones drinking elderflower gin.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that's what this might be.
Could you believe now if I was to tell you?
I really love it, but it might not be gone by the end of the podcast. Thank you so much to the Blind
There's no
Tiger.
alcohol at all in these this week.
Why not?
They are mocktails.
Why did you give them mocktail? Why did you tell them bring mocktails?
I don't bring mocktails because I was sick of being so drunk on Mondays. It's been really hard in my personal life.
Ray.
I come home bananas.
But I think that is so fucking funny though. That, like, right?
Yeah.
Because there isn't a drop of alcohol. There's no crack in it. Could I get a drink, please, without the crack?
It's like our podcast, 60% of the time.
Jesus Christ. So what's that one then? A mocktail or what?
It's just a fruity drink.
Listen, Blind
Yeah, that's
Tiger.
really nice, my one.
Blind Tiger, we love you, right? But from now on, if you're going to give us...
No, I asked them for the mocktail.
But if you're going to give us a mocktail again, I'll just have a glass of orange juice, please.
I wanted to see would you spot it.
Of course I spotted it straight away. I was like, what is this? Ray, I have my limits, and I have my pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll not be enjoying the mocktail on this podcast for anyone. Blind Tiger, or I don't care if he owns Mandela Park, I will not be enjoying mocktails.
Well, I'll try and cheer you up then. So are you ready for this week's story?
Go on, hit me with this week's story.
Now, I have to be...
Quiet week now, I can't believe that, but go on anyway.
Was it a quiet week?
Just there was nothing on the news.
Oh.
I couldn't believe it, Ray. It was the least newsworthy week we've ever had.
This is the piece of news that other than the fact that we have a podcast, nobody'd ever hear about it.
Okay, go on.
All right.
The rugby. Go on anyway.
No, we can talk about the rugby in a little while if you want.
No, I'm only saying, go on anyway.
So,
yeah.
I have in the house Virgin Media. Right?
Virgin Media
provide our phone, our broadband, and our television.
Oh yeah, and the television. Okay, all right.
And in Laura's mammy's house,
yeah,
she has Virgin Media as well.
Right. Okay.
So we'll be Virgin Media customers.
Right. Okay. You're big Virgin Media fans.
There came.
You do like Richard Branson? You do.
We do.
Or whatever his name is.
We did.
Branstone.
Now, in fairness, they're hard to try and bargain down. We kind of wanted to pay less.
Right, and they said
you bring them in. No, actually, if you want to change, it'll actually cost you more.
No,
yeah,
but you don't get around that though.
Oh,
Ray.
I thought I get around. I said, you know something? We have a house phone in our house.
Yeah.
Now, the only reason we put the house phone in was because there was a time there where we had Sharon Cawley living in the house, and she refused to answer her mobile phone when she'd be in the house.
What?
And if I needed to talk to her, I says, "How come you're not answering your phone?" So what I did was we put in a landline. And then one evening she was sitting on the couch and the phone rang and she answered it, surprised, and she said, "Hello?" And I says, "No." No. There's someone coming over to drop speakers and will you let them in? And
oh my God. Man, I haven't seen a house phone in...
I find it very reassuring.
Like house phones are indestructible. Yeah. My mother used to close the door on the house phone, and it didn't break the cord. No. So we used to have the house phone in a cupboard in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Right? You'd open up, and then when we got the fucking, do you remember the caller ID?
Oh, caller ID.
We didn't have no cordless. Remember when you got the caller ID and you used to plug in through that and you could see who was ringing you?
Yeah.
And she'd be like, Jesus Christ, that's Philomena, I'm not answering.
But
do you remember that?
Yeah, people had a real... a talent for recognising long numbers.
Oh yeah, they'd know. It'd be 00003530724, and she'd say, "Oh Jesus Christ, that's Philadelphia. I'm not answering that now. Tell her, or you answer it. Tell her I'm not sure." Philadelphia. So her aunts would ring, or sorry, my aunts would ring. Her sister and Mum would say, "Oh Jesus, I'll just answer her for a minute here now because I'm flat out, not making dinner." So she'd and she'd go, "I'm going to be off this," and I used to love when she'd get on the phone to her sister at about 9 at night.
Why?
Right? Because that was prime time. I had to go to bed at 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
Right? 9:30 for 10, I'd have to go to bed.
9 for 10.
When they'd ring at 9,
yeah,
you'd be sweating because you'd be going, if this is only the 2-minute conversation that she said she was going to have,
yeah,
or did someone in or around Headford or Currandulla or Tuam die? because then
it'll be longer.
She could be on till 11:30.
Oh, you get to stay up.
And then she'd forget that I was there.
Yeah.
And you judge it by this, right? The phone was at the door of the kitchen, in the cupboard. Mm-hmm. Come in, call her ID. She said, that's the Gorbit number. Breida's ringing me, right? She'd answer Breida. How are you, Breida, lovey? How are things? Well, you won't believe who died down the Headford Road. Yeah. No shagging me. And then I'd be sweating. Ma'am would then, if I'd know I was going to be allowed to stay up, she'd open the kitchen door, walk out, and close the door on the cord. On the cord, and it wouldn't break. And half time, the cord was about a half a metre long, Ray. Yeah. Sometimes I reckon she was still on us down the end of the road. I don't know how she dragged that kind of length out.
They were marvellous thing phones.
Unbelievable.
And when she was on to Breida, would she not have said, put in a good word for Mark?
What do you mean?
Well, wasn't Breida your manager in the pensions office?
No, that was different Breida, Ray. You're mixing the whole thing up. No, different Breida altogether.
Let me tell me story anyway.
I'm only trying to get nostalgic up in this bitch. But go on anyway, tell your story.
So,
Virgin Media
tried to lose the house phone.
Oh, I was supposed to tell you how you're going to cut it down. I'm so sorry, Ray. Tell me the story, though. I can tell you how you cut it down, though.
No need to.
Okay, go on.
Because when we asked them, we said, what if we get rid of the house phone? No, it'll cost you more.
No.
It's like, right, the house phone is actually saving us money. How is that possible? Anyway, so Vodafone have people now out going to households.
Every
reps.
We talked about this.
I know we talked about it.
They're at my door every week.
Well, I got a visit for one.
Right.
And I was busy at the work at the time and I couldn't be talking to her.
Right.
So I said, I'm sorry, we're fine. Good luck.
Good luck. See you later.
In the nicest possible way.
Yeah. Fuck off now, you.
Laura's mammy didn't.
Oh, she let them in?
She let them in and she sat down, talked, right, I'll think about it.
Right.
So I got the call then saying that, well, Laura rang me and said, look, Mammy's going to go with Vodafone. She's going to do the big switch.
Jeez, must have been heartbroken.
What?
She's going with Vodafone. She didn't even talk to us about it. But we're virgin people.
Yeah.
We're all virgins, I thought. Are we not virgins together in this world? Like, no.
Anyway, Suzanne needed a bit of moral support with the girl coming over to do the forms because she was thinking, Jesus, what about the technical side? They'll have to be taking out the Virgin stuff. They'll have to be putting in the Vodafone stuff.
They'll have to knock the house. Yeah, they'll land with a JCB someday.
To change over.
Sorry, now, Suzanne, we're just going to level it out and you can build it up again, then we're finished. But you get a wire underneath the ground.
Yeah, so Suzanne anyway says, would any chance Ray be available of a Friday evening to come over and be here when the lady from Vodafone comes so he can talk to her about the technical side of things?
She won't be there, but yeah.
Suzanne was going to handle the money side. She's going to bargain her down. Is that not the best deal you can do?
Come on now. Yeah,
come on now.
Yeah, like me mother down the town in the local shop. Go on anyway.
So I was in the house. Suzanne was in the house. Next thing, Vodafone lady landed in. This is for part 2 of the negotiations. We'll seal the deal here, right?
Right, and Suzanne brought muscle this time.
Yeah, I was like going, well.
You didn't think you'd see me here, did you?
Don't be trying to take advantage of my girlfriend's mother.
No. Go on.
Yeah. Not that she needed my help anyway. Anyway, I was sitting there anyway. I didn't know why I was there. I was hungry. Hadn't had my dinner.
Ray was sitting there going, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm absolutely starving. So can we get this wrapped up?
Where are the sweets?
Come on now, quick.
So you want to start into it anyway, and Suzanne, the whole lot. But this particular lady, she was lovely, in fairness to her.
Yeah.
And she liked, she I think she was happy to be in a house and sitting down, not being bitten by a dog or told to fuck off. Do you know, they get awful abuse.
Yeah.
Do you know, she said that you'd go some days and you get so many doors closed on you.
Oh, yeah.
And told to off.
Yeah. I did that for 2 days, but remember I told you that to tell you before?
No, you'll have to come back to that.
I was a sales rep for 2 days. Go on anyway. Go on.
So, it was,
Worst 2 days.
I think I do remember this.
Worst 2 days of my life.
So you'll understand. So she was quite happy to be sitting in a warm house and getting talked to.
Yeah.
And she had lots to talk about. Right. So as we were waiting for things to load up on the screen and all the contracts to go through, she was telling us a bit about herself. Okay. Right? And she said, and I think Suzanne asked her, said, do you live around Sligo or what's your story? She said, oh yeah, I live out in Kulani.
Oh yeah.
I bought a house out there.
Sorry for your troubles. Go on. No, Kulani's a lovely spot actually.
So she says to the two of us, now I'm sitting there going, that's interesting now. Is Kulani a house? Suzanne actually sold a house out in Kulani only before Christmas.
Oh, sure.
So I was thinking to me here going, hardly. So that many houses out in Killarney, hardly.
Yeah, so there's about 5 houses in Killarney. It couldn't be the same one.
Couldn't be the same one, yeah. No. So this girl anyway, chatting away about having bought the house, and just the general chat about Jesus, the amount of work that goes with it. And she said, "Yeah, no. In fairness, my sister bought a house." She says a couple of months earlier, and it was just a shell of a house. And I nearly wish I had bought a shell of a house because I had so much trouble with the house that I bought. And then we were sitting there going, "Yeah, really? What was the crack? Oh my God, this woman, she had tiles everywhere. There was tiles going up the wall of the hall, and there was purples and blues and oranges."
I'm not able.
And
no.
the cost of getting the fella to come out to take them off, because when you take the tiles off the wall, they take the plasterboard with it, and you end up then. It'll be June or July before I get someone out to do it.
Oh no!
Oh, it's awful hassle. She said, awful hassle. I really didn't realise the amount of work that'd be in this house. An absolute mess made of it. Now, I had been in Suzanne's house before she.
You saw the tiles, purple and blue.
None of this struck a chord with me. Now, Suzanne, in fairness to her, had gotten progressively quieter as this conversation went on, but I didn't put two and two together at all.
Right.
And it was only when she left that Suzanne turned around to me and said, "That's the girl that bought my house."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Suzanne said to me, "I really thought that you were going to say it." "Oh, where? Which house?" "Oh, Suzanne's only after selling the house. Which house was it?"
You should have said it to her.
Oh, no, because she would have been mortified.
Yeah, and you would have said, "Come here, how does 20 a week sound?" For the Vodafone, yeah?
Yeah.
How does 20 a week sound for you, lovey?
I'll be putting in a complaint with you.
I'll be straight back to Virgin, telling them. That's unbelievable.
What a small world.
Yeah, but it just shows you can't go anywhere. You can't even go anywhere when you're getting your broadband provided for,
fairness,
Raymond.
As I said, she was a lovely lady. She did have...
She sounds like a prick. No, Ray. I'd be nice. She sounds like a wanker. Listen, if I'm a salesman, and I was a salesman, okay? Yeah. If I'm a salesman, and I walk into a house, and someone says, "Well, how are you caping, right? How are things, load up?" Right? I'm not going to go, "I'm actually doing great," except for some bitch sold me a house in Coolani, and she left purple tiles, and now I can't shite in the fucking place. Like, you're not... This one's an old prick of a woman.
No,
man.
She's not. She was lovely. She just didn't like purple tiles.
Yeah, but why is she telling you the business?
I don't know.
She comes in all flustered. Well, any crack? Oh, can we just... Oh, there's purple tiles up in the house that I had the privilege of buying, and I can't even talk to you right now because I'm ripping about it. Ray, I would have gone on air.
It was just one of those moments where you kind of go, "This is awful funny," and I'm just glad that I didn't do what I'd normally do, because people who know me know that I put my feet in it. Yeah, I would have been the first one to go, "Jesus, that's hardly your house." And like I said,
your house.
it would have been very simple. You're right. If Suzanne knew what she was doing, then she would have gone, "Yeah, that was my house, all right, yeah." And come here now. Any chance I could get this a little less?
Yeah.
You could have capitalised on the awkwardness that would have ensued.
Yeah, but I would have kept her there. Like, you could have tied her up for 2 days. No, but I'm only saying. You know what I mean?
Not in the current climate, no. We wouldn't be. No, I don't think we should be advocating tying up Vodafone reps.
They've been through enough.
Whether they've insulted your previous house or not.
But like, she also came around, like, she's also given out about going door to door, getting abuse and all that kind of stuff.
If in fairness, now Suzanne had a mighty laugh about it after, which Tuesday. But when I thought about it after as well, I was thinking, if I had sold, like, if I owned the house in Chapel Street, and I had sold it, and we'd say someone had criticised the painting job that might have been done upstairs, which I had very much a lot to do with, I'd be hurt.
Yeah, you would be hurt. Of course you would be.
I'd kind of go, isn't that great?
Yeah, exactly. And what happens then is, Ray, like, that is a very hurtful thing to say. I painted that grey wall, okay?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a Vodafone rep coming in your door and explaining to you.
Tell you how shite it is.
How shite it is.
How much it's going to cost to fix.
Yeah, and I can't get a fella out till July now, and I can't have piss in the house.
Yeah, I wish I just bought 4 walls and a roof. It would have been better.
That's what she said.
It would have been better than the purple tiles.
She said, "I wish I bought a slatted shed instead of this shit that you sold me, Suzanne. The state of it." That's what she said to her, pretty much, Ray.
It's good crack anyway.
Not word for word, but something in and around that.
Oh, no. I didn't know now that this was... I then also switched to Vodafone at the same meeting.
Wow.
Yeah.
She saw you two coming.
Oh, yeah.
What did she say about you? Yeah, I was at a gig there at Anderson's last week, and there was a sound engineer who was an ignorant bastard, but we won't get into that anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I reckon she knew well. She wants to manipulate you, make you feel awkward, and then you signed up for Vodafone.
I signed up as well now, yeah. Well, that's great now. Me and Laura and John are going to save €8 each a month.
Yeah, but for now. So this is the great thing that, and it's not only Vodafone that do that. So Vodafone come and they knock on your door, as do Air and as do Virgin and as do everybody, Jehovah's Witnesses, everyone. And they land at your door and they say, "Much, much you paid, right? You say, I paid 60.
Yeah.
And they say, I could give it to you for 30.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for the first 12 months.
Yeah, for the first 12 months. Then it's 109 then, and you're signed up to a lifetime contract.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can't get out of it.
This is the thing. This is what I hate about sales reps, right? Because this is what they don't tell you. They don't, okay, listen. Sales reps are all brilliant people, right? They're pieces of shit, okay? So I'll tell you why. No, sorry now for a sec, because I'm trying to not insult people here, Ray.
You're not doing a very good job.
Door-to-door salespeople, I'm one of you, right? I did it for 2 days, right?
Yeah.
I went up to an estate outside Bundoor and I got excited to get a new job, no more than becoming a TCO, right? So I became a TCO. That didn't work out, obviously, when Bridie wouldn't give me the job, or Bridgie, whatever we called her, right? Breda, but she wouldn't give me the job, right? So then I said, I'm going to become a door-to-door sales Kendy, right? Because I have the personality to sell anyone anything.
Yeah.
I went to an estate outside of Bundoran, right? And I was doing it for charity, right? So here's the thing.
You were working for concern?
No, yeah, I was very concerned because turns out I take a lot of concern's money, right?
Okay.
This is what you need to realise, and it's not, they can't not tell you this either. If someone knocks on your door to sell you, come here, would you give £10 charity? They get like 40% of that. I don't know what the percentage is. It's
What's
probably not
40% of £10?
Oh, I don't know. It's like €106 or something. I'm not sure fully, right? So they get money. That's the thing. So I was selling for some charity, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you don't tell them that unless they ask.
Yeah, okay.
They might say, "You get money from this," and you say, "Yes, I am." Okay. I wasn't giving out about. Oh yeah.
Door-to-door sales, Kendy.
Those door-to-door sales, Kendy.
You were in an estate in Bundoran.
I was in an estate in Bundoran, right? And I did it for one night. So the first day on the job was them telling me how to sell and how brilliant everything is in the whole world, and you're going to love it, and I have all these things.
Yeah.
The second day was walking around in the estate outside Bundoran from 10 in the morning till 8 at night, right?
Yeah.
And I did not make one sale. And you get paid on commission.
But isn't it funny? You worked in estates before that, like.
Right.
This wasn't your first time in
This
estates.
is a different kind of estate, Ray. Fuck me, right? This is fucking. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway,
did you get many doors thrown in your face?
all of them.
Right.
All of them. Everyone is like, "What are you doing here, you piece of shit? You piece of garbage. Get out of my..." So I went home that night, and the lovely red-haired lady who was my boss or whatever rang and said, "Mark, I'll see you at 10 in the morning tomorrow." I said, "You won't.
You won't.
lovely.
It's over.
Unfortunately, you won't be seeing me tomorrow again."
Apparently,
this is the worst job I've ever... So those salespeople that come and knock your door, that's what I was trying to get at.
But they're nice people.
Lovely,
they're just
lovely.
in bad jobs.
Lovely. No, it's not a bad job. It's a lovely job, Ray. It's an absolutely brilliant job. How dare you say that, right? So the reason that they're annoyed ahead of me, okay? I'm not going to call piece of shit no more, okay?
Thank you.
The reason they annoyed ahead of me is because I had a Vodafone gentleman knock on my door one time.
Okay.
Now I'm with Vodafone now, okay?
Yeah.
But
did he talk shit about the shit brown Skoda you sold a couple of months back?
I'll tell you what, he landed, he said, "I got this piece of shite of a car off some fella."
Right.
No, so he knocked on the door and he said, "We have a brand new type of broadband. You wouldn't believe us. We're beaming it in from Jupiter."
Yeah,
right? And he
Jupiter
said,
broadband.
"This is going to be unreal."
Yeah.
I said, "I do not own this house, kind gentleman. Is it going to be in any way like abrasive on..."
Will there be a JCB involved in the installation?
He said, "Absolutely not." He said, "Oh, it's the same thing you have in there. We just changed the box on the phone line. That's it."
Okay.
Right? And I said, "Well, that sounds just absolutely marvellous." Right? A week later, the boys land in the K&N van, right? Because they get all the contracts to land it all in. And he said, "Well, how are you keeping? You got the broadband?" I said, "Big day. I'm excited." Right. And as he opened up the back door in the van and pulled out a fucking one of those, what are they called, the yokes that you drill in, a jackhammer. He pulled out a jackhammer. He said, "Well, I hope you are excited." And I was shaking like that. And I said, whoa. He had to go through the wall, right, to get in. He had to pierce. And I said, whoa, how big is the drill? He
punctured your house.
He was like, I said, "How big is the puncture going to be?" I said, "Are we going to bleed out here, like, or what's going to happen?"
Let all the air out of Kendy's house.
It was about that. It's about 6 inches wide, like.
Right.
And I was like, no, I don't own this house. And
he put a vent on the side of the house.
And do you know what he said to me? He said, no, if you don't own the house, you can't get this done because you don't have an... And I said, "Yes, I fucking know that, K&N gentleman." I rang Vodafone and I said, "Hang on now. You want to drill a hole in my house, man?" The cowl did, right? And the Vodafone fella said, "Well, why did you sign up for it?" I said, "Your man with the nice goatee that landed at the doors told me that there was nothing." And he said,
problem.
And do you know what your man said at Vodafone on the phone? He said, "The reps. Sure." He said,
"They'll tell you anything."
He said, "Yeah, he's gone. Like, you won't be seeing him again." You know what I mean? The sales reps have nothing to do then when that happens after that.
Yeah.
They walk away and they buy a house in Clanny with all the money that they made off you. I know there's loads of people out there that do the sales rep job, and obviously, like, I know that it's a dirty
Well, they're not going to
game.
be listening to us anymore because you've called them horrible names. You should apologise.
I'll think about it. Let me see.
Don't do a Piers Morgan on an hour.
No, I know. I know
why did the podcast end? Oh, God. Outrage over the rep story.
Kendy Raybo cancelled over reps.
Cancelled over reps.
Yeah. Reps life matter. Okay, so.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Go on, anyway. Have you any other crack?
I have other crack, yeah. This is a nice short one for you now.
Go on.
My mother.
Yeah.
You know the way she does get, she'd be good at the phone.
Right.
Awful thing happened to her there about a week ago. She got a text message, right?
Oh,
are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really am.
Okay. So this came into her from a number she didn't have stored in the phone. Mum said, very stupid, ! I lost my phone and looked everywhere but can't find it. Fortunately, I am insured against loss or theft, so I will probably get it reimbursed. Just have to report the loss. So I can now temporarily only be reached on this number. Can you save it right away?
What the heck, man?
Right?
How are they getting so... That's unbelievable.
Isn't it? So my mother anyway looked at this suspiciously and she went, which of my daughters, ? And then she went, hardly Ray. And I said, that's an awful funny thing to say back to a complete stranger.
Oh my God.
Hardly Ray. I was kind of going, I'm not one of your daughters for starters. And then she said, no, it's just you wouldn't be one for losing things.
Oh, so she still didn't know what the story was with us?
No, she said, which of my daughters, Hardly Ray, right? Yeah. And then they actually came back. The oldest and almost handsome with laughy, cryy face.
Oh my God.
So this person was trying to be me.
No, but that's Marie's the oldest.
No, I'm the oldest.
Yeah, but Marie's the oldest daughter.
Of the daughters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which of my daughters? I'm the oldest daughter.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Then they rang her. Yeah. And she didn't answer the phone. Well, she missed it because that's what my mother does with calls. She misses them. And then the text her said, are you busy? And then they said, I lost all my old pictures. Can you send me some?
Oh my God.
I'd love to know who this individual was.
What the fuck?
I wish I was there as well. Because I would have got the mother to pull out some of the finest pictures of the family that she had and sent them on. So yeah, but then they came back. Bad connection is the next message. Then they quoted her number and said Carmel McAndrew. So they knew who her name was.
What?
And then the last one was just send the pictures. And then I can see from the screenshot, you blocked this contact. Tap to unblock.
Why did you just send the pictures, Carmel? You fucking bitch.
But what in the name of God does a scam person want with pictures of my mother?
Oh my God. Will you just send out the pictures, Carmel?
And because they lost all their pictures. They want, like,
yeah, I lost all mine, so can I have some of yours?
But like, and you have to ask them as well, like, they mustn't be very smart. Because if I did lose the phone, right? Yeah. So if Marie, the Marie, oldest daughter and the almost handsome.
The almost handsome. Marie.
If Marie had lost her phone, the last thing she would have done was text mum and said, look, you're going to be temporarily getting me this. I lost all my pictures too. Ma'am, can you send me on some photos?
I haven't seen
It's just this phone doesn't feel like home.
I haven't seen a photo in ages. Can you send me out something?
And then get really take Marie's there.
Man, please, man. I just want to see a fucking photo. That's all I asked for. Ray, that is fucking hell. They're getting fair sneaky, man. It's just unbelievable, like. But like they're getting so sneaky. Eventually, they're going to get by the. Like they're going to talk like Irish people do. Like instead of her saying, "My beautiful mother, how are you today? I lost my phone," they'd be saying, "Well, ma'am, how are you keeping? How dad?" Kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Any chance you could throw a few pound into an account and they brought it a stag?
Yeah.
This is Stephen's account.
Yes, Ray. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
They're
all they have but it doesn't take. Why don't we get into scam artistry?
Oh, fucking hell, man.
We'd be very good at it.
Unreal, especially for the Irish people, because the problem is that a lot of these aren't from Ireland, and they're trying to.
I think there's a real gap there in the market.
It'd be unreal, seriously, because we know exactly what to say. You know me, man. I do, yeah. Actually, this seems pretty legit.
It's pretty legit. Right, how much do you want? I dread to think if my father ever got targeted. If anyone ever kind of goes, this is your eldest son, I'm stuck for a few pounds, I'll just put his head in his hands and go, not again.
Oh, he has you saved like in the thing just to go, go on, send him another few pounds. Yeah. All right, that is mad, man, the way that's gone. Jesus. Watch out for the scam artists out there, lads. That's all I'm saying to you.
Do.
It's gone very bad.
I got through that. I have a few shout-outs at the end.
Oh, lovely.
I have a small Star Trek story to talk to you about.
But I wouldn't be a podcast if you weren't talking about fucking Star Trek.
I was watching Star Trek last day.
And what was Obi-Wan Kenobi doing?
Well, no. The Star Trek is Voyager is me brand of choice at the minute. Star Trek Voyager.
Right.
The seasons were 7 seasons, 24 episodes per season. Many Star Treks happened.
Who made this amount of shite?
I loved it. Anyway, I was watching this particular episode and they were going on an away mission.
I still can't believe you watch so much Star Trek.
Oh, it's the nicest thing. It calms me right down.
They're going on an away mission.
They're going on an away mission onto a planet, looking for something. An owl shuttle or something that got lost.
Right.
And you always know when there's a new crew member joining the away mission.
Okay.
Like, he sticks out like a sore thumb. I've never seen this man before. Yet he's on the mission.
Okay,
right? So there's the captain, there's the first officer, there's the android, and there's the Buer. Okay. And then there's this other lad.
Oh, he's the bad guy always then.
No, but he wasn't. This is the thing about Star Trek.
He'd take a turn.
No.
There's no bad guys in Star Trek.
There's no way. There is bad guys, but not in the crew. But anyway.
What are they called? Boogies. What are they called?
What?
The bad guys in Star Trek.
Oh, what? There's a lot of them. The Klingons.
Oh, the Klingons.
Oh, the Borg.
The what?
The Borg.
A Borg. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Any more though?
Jeez, I can't think of them now. I find you put me on an awful pressure here.
Go on anyway. What about Bucky Boo?
Bucky Boo anyway. They all went down to the planet's surface.
Okay.
And I knew this was coming. Your man got feckin' shot.
What? Oh no!
Yeah.
Ray, please. I just got to know him.
But that's the thing. They always add in an extra crew member whenever,
you know.
and just for the purposes of getting shot down.
Yeah.
You know he's fecked.
Because you can't kill any of the main characters,
no,
obviously.
You couldn't. Not a hope. Not in Star Trek.
No, because it has to be. Star Trek has to be this continuous thing that you can just play forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, but I felt so sorry for him because he got shot, and it was sad for a minute.
Right.
But they all got over it then and helped them all down on the surface.
That's what freaks me out about the television.
It was like your man was, and then at the very end of the show they went, I know we succeeded in the mission, but at what cost?
Yeah, we lost some good guys along the way.
Yeah.
What was your man's name again?
Yeah.
The fella that just, I can't remember it again. Fuck, it's, someone texted his mother, say he needs money.
I'd love to have been that guy, to say that.
Right. Yeah, to go, we lost that, or to be the guy that dies.
To be the guy that dies.
Yeah. I mean, there's people whose whole job as actors, is to be the guy that dies and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This leads me lovely on to my next story.
Oh, go on, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a situation of a person being involved in something that they ordinarily, like it's a very bit part.
Okay.
Now, I heard another story yesterday of a gentleman who is from Sligo.
Okay.
And he had a bit part in something that you will know very well.
Go on.
His name is Robbie Fitzpatrick.
Right.
Right, and he's from out in Ross's Point.
Or as I like to call him, Patrick Fitzrobbie.
Patrick Fitzrobbie. Or I like to call him the Fitzcrowleys.
The Fitzcrowleys.
Him and his wife, Niamh, we'd call them the Fitzcrowleys.
No.
Anyway, we were over at Robbie's house yesterday.
You were?
Yeah, we went for the Sunday lunch.
You did?
Absolutely delicious.
Come here. What has you swinging in these new networks?
You were talking about this now. It's like they're the elite of Sligo.
No, all I'm saying is that they're the elite of Sligo. No, what I'm saying is, all of a sudden you're swinging at these parties out in Ross's Point while I'm sitting in here eating McDonald's. So what's happening here?
Well,
when did you grow in such stature around the place?
No, not me now. It's Laura doing the musical.
Yeah.
The producers on 7th of April to the 11th of April.
And all of a sudden you're getting invited to all this stuff then?
No, well, they were out doing a bit of rehearsal because...
And I'm sitting around like a wanker, waiting for you to ring me on the phone.
Robbie's wife, Niamh, does the musical direction on the musical.
Because I absolutely love Niamh Crowley, and I genuinely think she's the best musician in the whole town. Niamh
was doing the rehearsing with Laura and the gang.
Right.
And they just said, sure, bring Ray out. So what else would he be out of his own? And I said, sound, I'll go.
Okay, you said, I'll late.
And plus, it's Ross's Point. The fantastic houses out there.
Yes, man. Like, there's a checkpoint on the way into Ross's Point where the guards, you can't have a card that's under 2016.
2016, yeah. Apparently, that's how they knew when people were breaking the 5 kilometre rule during COVID.
Oh, yeah, that's because the cars were going out.
And if you see a car younger than 16, they're not from
They
around
were
here.
saying, Jesus Christ, there's no 7 course after landing in. And the cops raided the houses then later on of that person with the 07 Corsa, and they burnt the house to the ground. And I'm not saying I agree with that, but I mean, it keeps the statures alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, we were about abroad.
Yeah.
And Robbie told us this story.
He did.
So Robbie was, when he was a younger man,
right,
18, 19,
right,
maybe 20.
Okay.
He worked in Ashford Castle.
Oh, lovely.
Right?
In Meath?
No, Ashford in Mayo.
Oh, Ashford Castle in Mayo. Sorry, my fault. Yeah,
so Ashford Castle is in Mayo. It's an unbelievable castle.
Yeah.
It's probably the top #1 castle in the world.
In Mayo. Yeah, okay.
No, it's actually in the world.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very, very esteemed. So anyway, Robbie was working out there in the bar.
He was.
And a team of people from Playboy in France.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, now I'm into this. Yeah.
A Playboy shoot happened in the castle.
No way.
So there was 2 ladies and a gentleman.
Okay.
And they were doing a shoot for the French Playboy.
Okay, hairier times. And I mean, like...
very, very hairier times.
Yeah, and especially with the nationality as well as the age at time. Like 80s French.
80s French.
Man.
Abroad in Ashford Castle.
There was no basic upkeep
and a
back
young,
then.
impressionable Robbie Fitzpatrick.
He didn't know what to do with himself.
Didn't know what to do with himself.
Okay.
He was just walking around cleaning glasses in their area.
Right.
Do you know? That's just fine, yeah? No, if you need anything, give me a shout.
In fact, he was a young man in their area, you would say.
He was a young man in the area.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he was enjoying it anyway. And the funny thing was, as the shoot was ongoing, one of the scenes where one of the ladies was up against the wall, and there was a French gentleman, pawing at her.
What the
and Robbie was the sort of fella that's good crack, even back when he was in the younger years of his life.
Yeah, he is good crack.
And he kind of says, Jesus, that's not, I wouldn't be doing it like that. Do you know? He was kind of going, now you don't look like you're enjoying that girl half as much as you should be enjoying her. So the producer of the photographs thought this was fierce funny.
No way.
So they did a picture with Robbie in it.
What?
So there's your one up against the wall. There's the French lad pawing at her. And in the background is Robbie with his tray of glasses. Right?
Don't tell me you saw this.
This is the thing. Robbie told me this story. I told us all this story at the dinner.
Right.
And he whipped out
Oh!
the Playboy.
Okay, sorry. Woo.
And I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be sitting at a dinner table in Ross's Point with a group of very esteemed people. My girlfriend Laura.
Yes.
There was Neve and there was Robbie. There was Robbie's son Eddie.
Yeah.
Do you know?
His son was there.
And I was leafing through the pages of a 1990s Playboy from
God.
France. And like you said, here are your times.
Yes, here are your times.
Here are your times.
And Robbie's in it.
Robbie's in it, standing there up. Now,
way.
they had their clothes on, and this is, the way the Playboy used to work, where there used to be, put them in different scenes.
Okay.
With the had clothes on, and they were trying to raise the tension.
And slowly but surely.
And slowly but surely, she was absolutely buck naked in a boat down in the river, floating away from the castle, because they couldn't take the nip photos in the castle.
Oh, they wouldn't let them?
No, so they had to do it in a river down the way.
On a boat?
On a boat.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
But you can see that Robbie was a distinct part of how it all ended up in the boat.
Oh, yeah, but he was integral to the part. They reckon actually French Playboy took a turn when that issue came out. Yeah. And it really shot through the roof.
Yeah. But isn't it
people were like, the realism of that guy just cleaning the glasses in the background.
The worst thing
while
is
your one is getting absolute.
There was none of that. It's just girls just hanging out. That was never. There was none of that.
And why was I'd love to know what Robbie felt about the French gentleman. Like why he wasn't doing. Come here, you're not doing it right at all, Pierre. Yeah. Will you come approach her from a more of an angle, kind of? Come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on, let's show you.
Come on now, let's show you. Put out these glasses. Hang on.
Anyway, that's the story.
Does Robbie mind you telling this story?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Oh, for the love of Jesus Christ!
I thought it was very funny.
We're going to have to cut that whole thing out.
No, we will not. Come here. Another thing about the Fitzcrowleys.
Go on.
Dessert forks.
What?
Have you ever heard of a dessert fork?
Really? We didn't even get dessert.
I couldn't believe it. The dinner was absolutely scrumptious.
Right.
There was pork, there was vegetables and sesame oil, there was noodles. Right, it was unbelievable. And then she pulled out, Neve pulled out a lovely apple tart that she baked herself. Oh. It was 3 times the size of any apple tart I've ever seen.
I hate that you're enjoying this so much now without me. But go on, Eddie.
And she had whipped cream.
This is a shit story. Go on, Eddie.
But then she brought out these tiny miniature little forks. I said, what's wrong with your forks? They're very small.
Did you put them in the dryer?
She said, they're dessert forks. I said, are you telling me you have 2 different types of fork? But then I suppose it's not weird when you think we have a teaspoon and a big spoon.
No, but it's weird. Anyway, who are these people with 2 different types of forks?
I say it was a wedding present.
No, but I don't care.
And decided to use it.
Ray, I'm not even joking, Ray. We didn't get dessert ever when I was a child. Only on a Saturday, after we had the bath, we got to eat a bit of ice cream. That was it, Ray. Dessert. We didn't even have dessert. I mind the forks.
We were watching videos of you
singing. Stabbed a dessert with. What?
Yeah. When we got awful drunk toward the end of the day.
You got so drunk that you
said, put on Kendy there.
You said, can I just see Mark for a second? Because I don't belong here. Yeah. And I want
Send me pictures.
Will you just send pictures on, will you?
Just put the pictures up on the telly.
Ray, why are we watching videos of me singing tunes?
We're watching stuff on YouTube, and then they were saying how much they enjoyed you on stage.
Yeah, not enough to invite me to the fucking dinner party.
No, you're not there yet.
I'd never make it to that. Like.
Yeah, sometime though. You know, that was the way you got the Kieran Quinn gig.
What, by going to dinner
saying,
parties?
I don't need to go there.
Yeah, okay, well here, I'm going to say right now, I have absolutely zero interest in going to a Fitzcrowley dinner party, ever. Yeah. Not even if the town had burned down, it's the last house left.
Not even to see the Playboy.
Not even, I do want to see the Playboy though, because that is absolutely brilliant.
I'm going to finish up now very shortly.
Yeah.
Last bit of a story of the night.
Go on.
Went out to Yates Local
Oh, yeah.
Your football team's pub.
Yeah, they don't know who I am.
Couple of things I've noticed. First of all, Luke and Tony were playing.
Oh, yeah.
They were marvellous. Just missing a bass player.
You
know.
I mean, I would say the same, but yes, okay.
Yeah, but they were marvellous, and the crack was good. It was Lucy Foley's birthday.
Fousey Lollies.
But some marvellous things. Sean Riley made a very good point.
Okay.
He says, he's mad about country pubs.
Yeah.
You're standing there and you're thinking, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
But I wonder what town is like. It's such a country pub thing.
Go away.
He was stood there going, don't get me wrong. I'm really, really enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But I wonder is there many in town.
There must be a few in town, I'd say.
And I remember, I hadn't thought of that for a long time. Because I've been a town drinker for a while now.
Jesus, yeah, it's been a long time since I drank in a country pub. But that used to happen. You know, when you were doing gigs in the country pubs back in the day, and the whole idea with them booking music would have been that they tried to keep them there.
Yeah.
But the young ones would always go to town.
Yeah,
you couldn't stop them from going to town.
One massive thing they've got going for them out in Rathcormac is the fact that there's absolutely no internet or phone coverage whatsoever.
And they blew up the road. Out.
No, the road is still there. But you're outside town and you can't ring a taxi.
Yeah.
And you can't communicate with your friends in town to find out if town is any good.
There's a bit of crack, yeah.
So at one point we kind of said, right, it's coming towards the end of the night, music is finished, the DJ's finished.
Yeah.
It's time to go back into town. How do you go back into town? I went down to the bar.
They said you can't leave here.
Down to the bar and I met a man named Danny.
Right.
Now I know Danny for a long time,
right.
But I'd forgotten him a little bit. You know, one of those moments.
Aye.
Because I had a lot of Heinekens in me.
Right.
But I forgot him. I said, Danny, no, I do remember you.
I said, I know you, Danny. Come here, do a taxi.
He says, fair play to you. I love the podcast.
Lovely.
I say, thanks very much.
Shout out, Danny back.
Can you get us out of here?
Danny back.
Danny, can you get us out of here?
Danny, come here.
So Danny anyway says,
Danny, they're telling us we can't leave, Danny. They've locked the front doors.
Yeah.
So there's about 6 of us. Now, Sean has started digging a tunnel out the back. But I don't know if he's going to get it. Out the back
in the beer garden.
I don't think he's going to get it done, Daddy. No. Have you any way out of this place? Right?
You know what the worst thing is?
I go to order 3 pints, Daddy, and that'll be the code, right? Could you get us out, Daddy, please? If you could help us at all. We're not used to when we're from the town, Daddy.
He went away and got the landline anyway, right? And
lovely.
He rang Desmond. Desi is the, and I know there's no tender going on in this.
No.
Desi is the guy that they ring.
Yeah. So there's no one that, he has a monopoly on that place.
He has a monopoly on the place.
Yeah.
So they rang Desi anyway, and he came over to, oh, they're busy.
Right.
He says, they're busy.
Right.
And I did something I regret.
Go on.
I was paying for drinks, right? And I felt that Danny had really helped me out because we were looking to get home.
Guess I was here, Danny.
And I knew there was a big ball of people looking also for taxis.
Oh, shit.
So I did something very out of character. Not out of character, maybe not.
You pushed an old woman over who was about to get into the taxi.
I slipped him a €10 note and I said, you sort the taxi out for us there, thanks very much. I sweetened Danny. Yeah.
Ray, Laura must have been frothing when you did that.
She wasn't. Frothing as in angry.
No, as in like, oh shit, man, that's
big spender.
Big move. Like,
yeah,
you slipped him a tender to get you out of there.
I wanted to thank him for getting us the taxi.
But does Danny do this?
I think Danny's making a lovely side hustle.
I think he's fucking completely making a side hustle.
But Danny anyway says, I'll give you a shout when he comes. Like, thanks very much. There's a few pounds for yourself.
Said, shh.
Yeah. So 3 bottles of Heineken back out to the beer garden.
Just get us out
where
here,
John was digging.
John was digging. The Great Escape, Kevin.
Yeah, but Danny came out then 20 minutes later.
Idle.
Desi's outside.
And you got out.
And brought us into the Garvogue.
And did you go into town?
Yeah, into the Garvogue.
It's great to see them places booming again.
It is great to see. A lot of people disagreeing with people.
Why?
Just disagreements.
Well, there's disagreements. Disagreements happen.
Debates.
Yeah. I mean, you'll find a lot of debates when it comes to two or half two. I've seen quite a lot of debates like on the street now lately, you know, where boys are kind of like...
I don't agree with your point of view.
I'm not going to lie, Richard. I do not agree with what you're actually saying right there. And then if I go, well, Lawrence, I think what you're saying is absolutely despicable.
Yeah.
And I will not stand for it as we speak. In such, I go to punch you in the jaw. And we'll see what happens.
That's that. So that was my Saturday night.
I mean, great to have those Saturday night stories back, isn't it?
I missed that.
We have Saturday night stories to tell again.
I have some shout outs in there as well. We had a Rachel and a Shane.
Rachel and Shane, we love you. Yeah. Fair play to you.
Shane apparently listens to us at night in bed.
I wonder,
Rachel can't sleep.
As long as he stays away from himself while he's listening to us, that's all I care about.
Leave himself alone.
Leave yourself alone, Shane, when you're listening to us, because it's uncomfortable for Rachel beside you.
He mightn't remember that if he does listen to it, he wouldn't leave me alone on Saturday night. At one stage, he was draped around me at the bar, and I was going, this is really weird. We have to say a big happy, I think it was his 40th birthday in Old Kenny.
No shagging, Kenny.
It's 40 or 41.
It's definitely 40 or 20.
He kept it mighty quiet.
geez, didn't he? Well, that's what happens, see, when you get to those ages, Ray, you see.
No. Yeah, he didn't say anything, yeah.
Well, no, I haven't talked to you in ages, boy, but I'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah, and
that's when I'll see you.
At this very moment, I would say he tends to listen to us on his drives to Wexford.
Oh, lovely.
So I can only imagine he's somewhere between Ballina and Wexford as we speak.
Yeah, just watch out. There's whoa, careful, car. Okay, you got by.
And lastly, then we got a message.
Take your headlights. Dim your headlights. No, okay, go on.
We have a new listener as well. Her name is Claudia Foley.
Claudia Foley,
first fancy name.
Yeah,
she's a new listener.
Name.
She sent a message on Instagram. She said, "Thanks very much. Fair play to you for getting me through the work days."
Oh well, Claudia Foley, we love you. Wasn't there one more?
Had you one more?
I do have one more. Someone
that listened to the whole thing in 3 weeks.
I think it's the record. Honestly, I think it is the record, Ray, if I'm being honest. So let's find it here now.
Yeah. Oh, while you're doing that, let me talk to you. I was really moved by the Queen. 70 years in the job, unbelievable stuff. Her Jubilee was there, I think it was Saturday. Really? And I know it was Sunday because I woke up with the fear and I read this lovely touching article in the Telegraph about how the Queen has done so much for everybody in the last 70 years and she's been so dedicated. Not one sick day. She's not caught in sick once. She's the longest serving person in a job without a sick day.
Will you ever just fuck off to London?
No, I just think she's a great woman.
You're the least patriotic man.
I'm not, I'm just friendly.
Like, you were born in the wrong body, place.
Yeah.
You're there crying over the Queen 70 years into it.
She's fair play as well.
I can't say the same.
Who was the shout out to?
The shout out goes out there to Claude Doran.
Oh yeah.
And Claude Doran actually listened to every single episode. Let me figure out exactly what it was. I'll read it out because I'll read it quick because I can read quite quick. 347 words a minute.
Yeah, and by the way, if no one gets that reference, it's because we cut out the bit.
We cut out the shite segment. That's fine. Hi guys, just had to say I started listening to the podcast in the new year and I've just caught up and we got this on the 1st of February. So she listened to it 4 weeks. She listened to 144 episodes in 4 weeks. So Claude Doran, fair play to you, lovey, and keep listening. I'm sorry now that you have to wait
once a week.
Yeah, you have to wait once
a week.
Sometimes it's not even that.
I have one more correction to do before we go.
Go on.
Last week I might have referred to people who don't like people chewing loudly as agoraphobic.
I thought agoraphobic was afraid of the farm.
No.
Okay.
It's afraid of going out of the house, apparently. It's apparently... And I've forgotten it now. Brendan reminded me. Misphonia.
Misphonia
is a real upset at someone chewing.
Okay, and agoraphobia is afraid of going out of the house.
Yeah,
not afraid of the Slahat shit.
Not afraid of agricultural lands. No.
Yeah, okay.
So misphonia.
Okay.
Yeah.
146. Fair play to the Blind Tiger and to Andersons for sponsoring us. For Brendan for flicking the buttons off himself.
For Desi getting us out of Rathcormac.
And a fair play to me, Ray.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.